Isn't it just a hoot when you come across those rare encounters with cops who are so desperate for attention that they create their own little power trip? Today we're going to take a look at these delightful interactions between innocent people and cops who treated them like they were hardened criminals. Get ready for a real treat. Oh boy, buckle up folks. In this first video, we have a female cop who couldn't handle a simple situation, so she decided to call her supervisor. And what was the emergency, you might ask? Well, the man she approached was simply enjoying a sandwich next to his car. Can you believe it? Totally suspicious behavior, it seems. So the supervisor arrives, and instead of just moving along, he insists on asking for the man's ID. You know, just to make sure his chicken sandwich wasn't stolen or something. Despite the man explaining himself and even the female officer confirming the ownership of the car, this supervisor still wanted that ID. Because why trust your own eyes when you can demand unnecessary identification?
Show is that you are associated with this car. Do you have insurance for the car on your phone that you could just show me the VIN matches and then I'm out of here? I don't even need a name.
I prefer not to really even speak with you, bro, because I haven't broke any crimes.
Well, right now.
Or, I don't even want to deal with you. I have no good dealings with you when I've told the truth with some of your officers, I should say. So, me talking to you, bro, I really don't want to talk to no Santa Barbara police officers, for real. I'm being real.
You're extending this contact right now. Let me explain. Okay, we got a call.
Well, the way you look at it, yeah, I can show you my ID. I can go in my bag and get my personal belongings and how you look at my ID and then run. But I'm still being harassed. You feel me by you? I feel that way. You know what I mean? I just went to the grocery store when they pulled up. I had when I just went over to the grocery store and purchased. So yeah, I left my car, went over there to grab something to eat. Walking back, she comes back. This officer behind you asked me, "Am I such and such?" Well, at that point, I'm on the alarm. I don't really want to talk to anybody because I haven't done anything wrong. Like I told this officer, I am the owner of this car. You can run the car. Obviously, they already know whose car it is.
But here's the thing.
You feel me? They know the name.
I know the car belongs to a name, but I don't know if that is your name.
You don't know that's my name.
I don't know who you are. Have you ever talked to me?
Right.
You don't know my name before I introduce myself.
You don't know, okay.
And I never talked to you. Have you talked to me? So if you and I are strangers, how in the world? Okay, I have no idea who you are. All right, and again, devil's advocate. All right, if this wasn't your car,
devil's advocate or the devil.
Then the supervisor realizes just how ridiculous he sounds and decides to come up with a whole new excuse for demanding that ID. Now he claims they received a call about a stolen car. Classic of them, right? Who needs to verify information when you can just blindly trust any calls that come in? It's not like anyone can make a fake call or anything. Clearly, catching an innocent man enjoying his sandwich is way more important than actually doing their job. Oh, the nerve of this supervisor.
If this wasn't your car and you came out of one of these houses right now and I was talking to a stranger who wasn't associated with the car, wouldn't you want the police to talk to that person? So again,
I could go either way. It depends on if I know if the car belongs to that person or it does not. It depends, because that could go either way. If the person knew or didn't know, they might know that the car belongs to the person or it does not. It depends, because that could go either way. If the person knew or didn't know, they might know that the car belongs to the person, so the police will actually fuck with the person. You know what I mean?
I don't at this point. I don't know what you're saying. All they've asked is what
you just seen it from one. You're right. And I let them know that I was the owner of this vehicle.
But again, there's a difference between being a legal owner, like I just bought it but I haven't put in my name yet, or being a registered owner.
Oh, okay. Being politically correct, right. No, so the vehicle has not been sold. I've been the owner for like 2.
He has the audacity to ask the man if introducing himself is too much of a hassle. Well, excuse me, Mr. Cop, but the man doesn't have to comply with your ridiculous demands. He doesn't have to entertain your questions and make your life easier. How dare you expect him to partially waive his constitutional rights for you? It's quite obvious that this man isn't a car thief. He even goes on to explain that he's owned the car for over 2 years and it's registered in his name. But of course, the supervisor treats him like the scum of the earth. The situation escalates even further when the supervisor decides to detain the man and threaten him with arrest for obstructing the police. Hilarious, isn't it? Too bad this cop doesn't know that obstructing the police is a secondary offense and no one can actually be arrested for it.
It's a pretty simple.
It is, but it's a question I don't have to answer. I don't have to say shit. You
Okay,
feel
well,
me?
at this point,
Me
you
talking
are
to y'all
extending
has
this contact.
It is because I don't really want to.
Delaying us beyond what's reasonable.
Because I mean,
And then we
being
have to
cooperative
identify
with
you.
Santa Barbara police officers.
You're talking over me right now.
I am because I really don't even want to talk to
So what
you.
happens is if you continue to delay us, you could be subject to arrest, which is
For what?
100% what I'm trying to avoid. 148 Penal Code is delaying or obstructing the police.
How am I obstructing?
We are
Obstructing
conducting
you
an investigation
Oh, he
because
already said
somebody
it.
called
Okay.
saying that you were suspicious around this vehicle. Period. The end.
Suspicious.
We are asking, are you associated with this vehicle? And you're being evasive, and you're just not giving us the answer. And so now you've delayed. They've probably been here at least 20 minutes, I'm going to guess. And at some point, even when your name comes back matching, if it does, you would still be subject to arrest at that point. I'm trying to avoid all that. I'm trying to work with you, and you are putting up every possible roadblock. I'm going to ask you again.
I mean,
What is the name of the owner of this car? Who is it registered to?
that would be me. I am the registered
And
owner
what
of
name
this
is it
car.
under?
You feel me?
No. What name is it under?
Like I'm saying, I feel like I'm being harassed. So you saying if I call the cops and be like, hey, there's some people over there that kind of suspicious
We are a
around this,
full-service agency. We would respond.
and
You
you
could call and say there's loud birds in this tree, and we would show up.
would force somebody to show their ID
100%.
to show ownership of a car.
I would force somebody to show me their ID if they are the subject of a call for service and they're being detained. You, sir.
So I am being detained.
100%.
That's all I wanted you to let it be known that I am being detained.
100%. You have not been free to leave as soon as the officer started speaking with you.
The supervisor persists in demanding the man's name, thinking he can intimidate him into submission. Little does he know that this man isn't backing down. He decided to stand his ground and protect his rights, even if it meant going to jail. Good for him. What a gem of a supervisor we have here.
You say it is you, so what is your name?
Well, before I don't see. Okay.
Charles Venable, Venable. My body number is 9018.
9018. I'm gonna go. You mind if I get a pen so I can write this?
I will write it down for you.
You will write it
I
down.
will write it down for you. I will give you a
Okay.
call.
He tries to manipulate the man by saying that if he introduces himself, he'll introduce himself as well. Well, bravo, Mr. Cop. You really know how to make yourself look even worse on camera. Maybe someone needs to let this supervisor know that he's required to identify himself whenever asked while in uniform. It's not a matter of agreement or a favor, it's literally his duty. But I guess police officers are exempt from that rule, right? Unlike us mere citizens who don't have to identify ourselves unless we've committed a crime. Ah, the inequality.
So now since I'm being detained,
You're going to
I'm
be
getting
arrested for 148 of the Penal Code.
I'm asking for permission. I'm asking for permission. Do I have permission since you're detaining me to go inside my bag to get ID since you're telling me you're actually about to
You just
arrest
told
me?
You don't have ID.
On me to just show it to you without going inside my bag.
Is
So
anything dangerous in your bag?
see exactly. So that's why I'm.
That's why I'm asking.
No, no.
Then go ahead.
Okay. You know what I mean? I got a little situation going
Would you
on.
like me to hold that?
No, I don't. I don't need. No, I'm good on all that. You know what I mean? Damn.
If you're able to do that, then
like-
we can move on with our lives.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to move on with my life too,
Really,
bro.
you've been
I mean, I'm being harassed. Like, you feel
Again,
me?
this could have been done the moment you walked up and said, hey,
'Cause
my
why-
name is XYZ, and they would have said, cool, that's who's registered the owner, and they'd be out of here. But yet you have decided
Why come
that
it
you
can?
want to continue this.
Why
for
come it
20
can be
minutes.
like, oh no? Hey, I am the owner of this vehicle. This is my car. I just walked over there to get something to eat, and I walked back to my car. Oh, this is your car. Oh, okay, cool. Not a. You know what I'm saying? Do you have some proof?
Believe it or not, people lie to the police. And since I've never met
Oh,
you, I don't
like
know
people
who
lie
you
to the
are.
police.
Believe it or not,
That's
yeah.
a motherfucking epiphany right there. People lie to
I
the
know.
police.
We're dropping knowledge today, right?
Yeah,
You want
even.
to continue going back and forth?
Oh, here's my ID. I mean,
Something
my
you can-
ID. But yeah, people do lie to the police. Just like, hey, calling the police. Hey, this guy is suspicious around the car.
Okay, so here's the thing.
You feel me?
The registered owner of this is you. I can see that that is your name, and we're done. Okay, I'm going to give you my name because I told you I would. Okay. Do you have any questions?
Oh, here's a real funny one. This cop clearly had way too much time on his hands, so he decided to stop a cyclist and demand a bicycle license. Because you know, that's totally a thing. While the rest of us mortals are left scratching our heads, this cyclist couldn't believe his luck. Not only was he stopped for one of the most absurd reasons ever, but he was also held up longer than necessary. This poor guy, his precious time being wasted because some bored cop wanted to play pretend. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, backup arrives. Multiple police cars show up as if they're dealing with a criminal mastermind, when all they have is a confused cyclist who's just trying to figure out why all this nonsense is happening in the first place.
Are you going to write a ticket? So this becomes an unlawful detainment.
No, sir.
Yes,
No,
if you detain me longer than needed, and you are detaining me longer than needed.
And then here's the thing, though.
Get on with it.
Okay. What I'm trying to do is trying to talk to you first.
I don't care. Write the ticket. I'm only going to talk to the mayor.
Okay, no problem.
Hurry up and write the ticket. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fucking come to your neighborhood talking about how much of a piece of you are.
You got it.
Now write the fucking ticket.
You got it, sir.
Look at this. All this backup over a fucking cyclist where he said I need a fucking license for this. You
I didn't
dumb fucking person. Write the fucking ticket.
your
Hurry up and write the ticket.
Well, stop interrupting.
Shut the fuck up. You can walk over there. You are the fuck. You got that tattoo showing. Is your tattoo supposed to be showing? Isn't that against? Oh no! You know what? That is against. That's against policy. You gotta learn something about me, you fucking piece of shit. Ever talk? You sit there and you touch me with your fucking filthy, greasy ass.
But of course, this cop's ego won't allow him to just walk away from the situation. No, no, no. He has to write the man a ticket instead. And the cyclist doesn't hold back, throwing a few choice words at the cop. You can see the annoyance on the cop's face, probably expecting the man to bow down and worship him. Sorry, officer, but citizens who actually know their rights don't work like that.
Sure. Benefits you have,
Appreciate
and you
it.
couldn't even make it to a dentist.
Appreciate it.
It looks like he's been like eating bread and just caked up on the bottom of his teeth.
13.
This guy is tartar tooth.
Delegation converted complex.
Tartar tooth. Your family know about that? Your family know your fucking tartar problem? Your neighbors know about it? I mean, people know about it. Trust me, the people you work with, they know about it. It's you can't miss that shit. It's like a ledge of plaque on the bottom.
Oh, the cop has outdone himself this time. He slaps the man with a ticket for riding a scooter, even though it's obvious the man is on an electric bike. These cops aren't interested in serving and protecting. They just want to use the law as their own personal weapon. Not only that, but the officer lies about the man's speed, claiming he was going over the limit when his bike can only manage a measly 14 miles per hour. But our cool, calm, and collected man isn't fazed by this nonsense. He calmly informs the officer that he'll be taking him to court. And the cop probably hopes he's bluffing because he conveniently forgets to give his name. But guess what, officer? The man has it all on camera, from your face to your badge number. Finding out your name and department is the least of your worries.
It looks like you scribbled on it, but sure.
Look at that. The rest of that is scribbled. The rest of this code is illegible. Get a fucking dentist and get your teeth fixed. Suck. So see how punitive these cops are? See how punitive De La Cruz is? This guy using the legal system as a weapon against their critics as he's writing false fucking tickets. Let's get a good look at facial recognition. I need that. We're going to need you in a database. If he's going to lie like that, he deserves to be on a Brady list. You're going to end up on a Brady list for lying. You lied on the wrong person. This guy right here lied on a ticket. Literally lied. Again, section 22411 says no person shall operate a motorized scooter in a speed excess of 15 miles per hour. But that's impossible. Why? Because a scooter only goes 14.
The cop realizes too late what a mess he's made for himself, so he decides to stay away from the man and his camera. Some police officers really know how to avoid doing their actual work. I guess they only show up to gather in the shade and harass innocent people to boost their authority.
Literally do nothing. This is what De La Cruz does fucking day long. Does nothing. Does nothing. Lazy fucking cops. No, get out. Why don't you guys get back to work? Get back to work. You two, get back to work. Get back to work. And again, this is lying De La Cruz. So let's throw it up on TikTok, let's throw it up on YouTube, let's throw it up on all these things, and let's show how this guy lied about CV 22411, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how this guy straight up...
And here we have another cop who thinks he's above the law just because he wears a fancy blue uniform. this genius decides it's perfectly fine to park his car right at the entrance of a hospital, blocking everyone's way. And not only that, he decides to stop people and ask them pointless questions about their destination, even when it's obvious they're heading to the hospital for a reason. When he stops a pregnant woman on her way to a doctor's appointment, she doesn't hesitate to put him right in his place. I bet he had a good long think about career choices after that encounter.
Do I need to show you the blood?
No, you don't need that.
Do I need to show you my stomach that
No,
I'm pregnant? So
I'm
then,
not asking you.
well, why
And-
am I still being withheld? Why don't you go back in your car and let me go
Because
about my
I'm trying to
day?
explain to you, and I asked you if you're having an emergency. Do you need me to call the
If
paramedics
I
for
get
you?
2 minutes more and I'm inside the hospital, why would you call the ambulance when the hospital's right
I'm
there?
asking you.
It's a second away.
It's a simple question.
No, you're
That's
just
all.
you're holding me on purpose because now you want to make me suffer because I hunched.
That's not why.
That's
I'm trying
exactly
to explain to
why.
you, but
No,
all you
you-
want to do is talk over me.
Okay, whatever.
But I'm not going to sit here and argue with you any longer. Do you have any questions for me? Do you have any questions?
You can't
for
be
me?
doing this.
I
And
can.
in future
I can be
reference,
doing
don't be like that. Don't use your authority and push people around like that.
Unfortunately, you just don't understand what I have to do every day.
No, I
Okay.
understand what you do and I respect what you do.
I
But
get
you
it.
could have pulled, when you heard honking and you seen the line was getting long, all you had to do was go 2 feet forward
But
just to let people pass by. But no, you decided to stop everybody and you don't know what people got going on. You're right in front of the hospital blocking the entrance.
Well, this isn't a hospital.
That is the hospital.
Oh, this is a real doozy. This guy goes to the police station to file a complaint against one of the officers, and boy does he get more than he bargained for. First, a cop tries to trick him into signing some parking warnings, hoping to get his name. Because why bother with real police work when you can just fish for personal information, right? And then the major insists that the man has to show his ID just to file a complaint. Did these cops all miss the memo about anonymous complaints? When the cop realizes how ridiculous he sounds, he switches gears and claims the guy needs to ID himself because he's on police property. Right, because the police station is so different from any other public building. And just to add another layer of absurdity, a female officer shows up out of nowhere with handcuffs ready as if she's about to arrest the guy for, well, who knows what.
That's what I was asking. What the hell, I was just trying to find I was trying to get officer complaint for them, see how readily available they was. But everybody just, I guess because I had a camera, they didn't want to talk to me. What's your name badge number?
I'm Jim Walker.
You the chief?
No, I'm the major.
Major. What's your name badge number? And I wanted to get hers. That's what
That's all I
started.
used to talk about. Okay.
Okay, well that's it, man, I guess, eh? How would I get that?
What you want?
Officer complaint form.
What's your name?
I don't give my name. I try
Okay,
not
that's
to.
fine.
You understand
That's
that?
fine. But being you are across my guard lines, I'm going to require ID.
You gonna request it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where's the guard line again?
You standing on it.
Okay.
You standing on it.
Okay. Under threat of arrest.
You cross my guard lines.
Under threat of arrest.
And I'm asking you for identification. Georgia law requires you to show me identification when you're in a secure area.
Oh, okay. Well, you teaching me something.
I don't mind doing that.
Am I being detained?
Not yet.
Okay. You don't
But
have a
you're
good
going to
day.
show me some ID, or you might be protected.
Well, if I'm detained or I'm not detained.
Well, I'll decide that. I'm requesting you to show me some ID.
Under threat of arrest.
Oh, and the hits just keep on coming. They tease the guy for getting a bit anxious when he sees a female officer with handcuffs. They reassure him that there's no need to worry. Well, aren't they just so considerate? But here's the thing these cops conveniently forget about: the 6-foot minimum distance rule. Maybe they should realize that being surrounded by armed cops makes citizens a little uneasy and intimidated. I thought their job was supposed to be keeping citizens safe, but I guess they conveniently forget that when it suits them.
First parking on the roadway because you park on within 8 feet on the curtilage. Okay.
Gotcha.
You'll have a court date of August the 27th at 9 a.m. in the probate court of McDuffie County. If you wish to come to court, if you do not wish to come to court, it is a traffic citation, so you can pay this beforehand and not have to show up in court after that if you want your choice. Okay. Whether you choose to do that or not. What I need you to do, I need you to sign the citation right here. Signing it is not admitting guilt. It has nothing to do with admitting guilt or not. What you're doing by signing a citation is acknowledging that you did get a citation and that you know you need to either pay the citation or come to court to contest.
I understand. Hold that so I don't drop out. All right. Thank y'all. Have a great day. What can I help you with?
Well, what I need to tell you is, sir, is these is guard lines near this